The universe. Where we live. The space. The time. The unknown. Scientists estimated the age of the universe is more than 13 billion years. Who knows? The Big Bang is the way how the time and space formed. Billions of galaxies. Each one contains billions of stars and planets. Among them our galaxy, the Milky Way. Contains more than 100 million stars. Our Sun, one of those stars. The gravity system of the Sun with 8 planets surrounding and more dwarf planets. Each planet in a unique orbit, keeping its distance from the center of solar system. The Sun, the center of the solar system. It is about 150 million kilometers away from our planet Earth where we live. Huge size, 109 times of the Earth planet diameter. 330,000 times the mass of the Earth. The source of the life and energy of our planet Earth. More than 70% of the Sun is hydrogen. 25% is helium. The nuclear fusion transfer the hydrogen into helium that produce the energy of life. The surface of the Sun temperature is 5,500 degrees. Mercury. The smallest planet and closest to the Sun. 1 year in Mercury's equal 88 days only. Its orbit is very small. But the day is so long, it is more than 1,300 hours. But the temperature of Mercury is 170 degrees at night and 420 during daytime. Mercury mass contains 70% metallic and 30% silicate. Mercury has no natural satellites. Venus. The third brightest object in the sky after the Sun and the Moon. The goddess of beauty and love in Roman mythology. Known in the old human culture by the star of morning and evening. The second planet in our solar system. Almost the same size of our Earth, solid, with atmosphere composed mostly of carbon dioxide and thick clouds of sulfuric acid. Makes the temperature on the surface of Venus over 460 degrees. With huge pressure presents 90 times on Earth, the life there is impossible. The year in planet Venus is 224 days. But the day is almost 6,000 hours or 240 days, due to the very slow rotation. Its orbit bigger than Mercury. The gravity of the Venus, almost 90% of the Earth. On Venus, the sun rises from the west. Also, Venus has no natural satellites. Mars. The god of war in the Roman mythology. The second smallest planet in our solar system. The fourth planet in our solar system. One of the most brightest objects in our sky. Its surface covered with the dust of iron trioxide gives the planet the reddish-orange color. But the reason is called the red planet. There is ice on the north and the south pole of Mars. But it is not water ice, it is carbon dioxide ice. The day on Mars, almost the same on Earth, 24 hours and few minutes. But the year is longer. It is about 687 days, due to the bigger orbit. Mars has two natural satellites, Phobos and Deimos. Scientists assume that the two were captured by Mars's gravity. The shape of the two moons is not spherical and asymmetrical. They revolve around Mars in special orbit for each. Phobos is more balanced and clear. It raises from west and sets in east every 11 hours. Phobos' diameter is 14 miles only, too small comparing with our Earth moon. While Deimos is smaller than its twin, only 7 miles, not even the same stability. We made too many studies on Mars, but till now, we did not land on its surface. Only robots landed on Mars, collect symbols, trying to find a way to create a new civilization on Mars. Jupiter. The god of sky and thunder in Roman mythology. The fifth planet in our solar system. Jupiter's mass is 11 times the Earth and 1,300 times the size of the Earth. The mass of Jupiter is more than 2.5 of all planets together. A unique planet composed mainly of gases. Due to its rapid rotation, a day on Jupiter less than 10 hours. But to complete one lap around the Sun, which it equals 1 year, Jupiter takes about 12 years of the Earth's years. 76% of the atmosphere of Jupiter composed from hydrogen and 24% of helium. The interior of the planet composed from many elements like carbon, oxygen, sulfur, neon, ammonia, water vapor, phosphine, and more. There are 4 moons revolve around Jupiter, but astronomers confirm that there are more than 90 moons around Jupiter's. The large four moons of Jupiter are Ganymede, Callisto, Io, and Europa. The orbit of the Big Four, located within the magnetic field of Jupiter's atmosphere. The largest moon, Ganymede, is bigger than Mercury. Callisto is the second largest one, almost bigger than our Earth's moon. Io is the third largest one, about quarter of diameter of the Earth. Europa is the fourth largest one, almost 90% of our moon size. The temperature on Jupiter is not always the same due to its gases neutral. Jupiter is known by the Big Red Spot, which is a permanent storm bigger than Earth. However, there are many storms in this planet with speed of 360 km per hour. Saturn. The second giant planet in the solar system after Jupiter. The sixth planet from the Sun. The diameter of Saturn is 10 times of the Earth. More than 700 times of Earth. The god of agriculture in Roman mythology. Also, the Greek considered it as the god Kuruns. The god of justice in Hindu mythology. Known in the Japanese culture as Earth Star. Saturn is plant, composed mostly of gases, but the core of the planet is rocket, with magnetic field stronger than Jupiter by 20 times. Saturn surrounded with a bright system of rings composed mostly from ice, plus rockets and dust. It is the most planet surrounded with moons, more than 140 natural satellites. There are 63 of them has been named. The inside temperature of Saturn is 11,700 degrees. Saturn appears light yellow due to the concentration of ammonia crystals in its upper atmosphere. Titan. The largest Saturn's moons, and the second largest moon in our solar system after Jupiter's moon Ganymede. Titan is far colder than Earth, with minus 148 degrees. But it is the only moon with an atmosphere. The Titan's surface is covered with a crust of liquid of methane, and ethane forms rivers, seas, and lakes. Enceladus. Small moon of Saturn's moon, covered in ice. Also has surfaces oceans of liquid water. Enceladus has a unique geysers spew water vapor and ice into space, forming a plumes very clear in the space. This moon has a very important element for life, the water. The distance between this moon and the Earth is about 800 million miles. It needs 33 hours to complete its orbit around Saturn. Uranus. The seventh planet in our solar system. Like the other giant planet, it has a magnetic ring system less appearance of Saturn. About 3 billion kilometers away from our Sun. 4 times the size of the Earth. Its mass is about 15 times the mass of the Earth. Uranus composed mostly from water, ammonia, and huge quantity of methane, which makes the planet appears with the blue-green color. This planet is different in rotation since it spins in clockwise direction, which is the opposite of the other planets. Uranus takes 84 years to complete its orbit around the Sun, while the day on Uranus is only 17 hours. Uranus has 28 natural stellites. The largest 5 are Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon. Neptune. The eighth and the farthest planet from the Sun. The estimated distance is about 4.5 billion kilometers. The god of sea in the Roman mythology. The third giant planet in our solar system. Neptune mass equals about 17 times the mass of the Earth. The orbit of this planet is huge and needs about 165 years to be completed, but as the normal for giant planets, the day is only 16 hours. The Neptune atmosphere is similar to Uranus, composed mostly from hydrogen, helium, methane, ammonia, and water. The higher level of methane gives the planet a light blue color. The interior of the planet composed from ice and rocks. The atmosphere of Neptune has the strongest sustained winds, reaching more than 2,000 kilometers per hour. Neptune has 16 moons. The largest one is Triton. Triton is the only Neptune's moon which is large enough to be rounded. Triton was the coldest object in the solar system due to the far distance from the Sun plus Triton's very high albedo, which reflects most of the sunlight. The orbit of this moon is take a reverse path to the rotation of Neptune. Pluto. A dwarf planet used to be one of our solar system. Pluto has a very strange ovoid orbit. The farthest point on Pluto's orbit is 7.5 billion kilometers away from the Sun, while the closest 4.5 away from the Sun, which is closer than the orbit of Neptune at this point. But they never meet, never collide together. The mass of Pluto is almost 16% of the mass of our moon, and a third of our moon size. In 2005, the International Astronomical Union redefined Pluto as it is not a planet. Pluto has the same rotation like Uranus on a side, with a long day that equal more than 6 days of our Earth's day. 1 year in Pluto equal 248 years. The surface of Pluto is covered with too many elements, like the ice of nitrogen, carbon monoxide, pulls the methane, which gives the planet a varied colors between the black, white, and dark orange. Pluto has 5 moons. Charon is the largest one, followed by Styx, Nix, Kerberos, Hydra. The universe is too big. We started from the Earth, our beloved planet. Where can we reach? What is the end of this universe? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for every single scientist who contributed to discover and taught us. Thanks for those heroes who took the risk. Yuri Gagarin, John Glenn, Valentina Tereshkova, Alexei Lenov, John Young, Eugene Cernan, Sally Ride, Neil Armstrong, Sergei Krikalev. Like, follow, subscribe, and activate the bell to view the remaining series.